ready-made toys that we have, believe they have their place, they're great. They just want to do what they do, and they like to forage and chew and rip and corn on the cob. You can go to the supermarket and get this, you know, and I leave it in the green, I leave it in its sheath, and I just put a hole through it or tie it up and I hang it up, you know, and they just shred it, and then they go eat the corn, and they just, it amuses them for a long time. Pine cones, I pick very carefully, and be very careful. Make sure it's not sprayed in an area. And there are some trees down, and I specifically go to these pine trees that have fallen down, and I pick them straight from the tree. I know they haven't been crop sprayed or sprayed with for mosquitoes and things. Pine cones, it's live, it smells. You know, it's not some dead processed piece of wood with blue color in it. Give them something, you know. Cabbage leaves, banana leaves, banana tree leaves, you know, and some birds will absolutely be frightened to death of them. But you know what? Birds are frightened of everything new you give them. And then suddenly that toy will be the best thing on the whole planet. Hang them up, or, you know, there's just tons of stuff. Just imagination. Be safe with it. If you're not sure, leave it out. Research it on the internet. Find out what's safe and what's not safe. You know. All righties. Question.
We've got two birds, a sun conure, and we just got a scarlet macaw. We have a sun conure, and we just got a scarlet macaw.
Okay, cool.
The scarlet macaw, she's about 5 months now. Getting them together seems to be a little tough. The sun conure keeps wanting to go after
the little big bird,
protecting
isn't it? Yeah,
territory,
the little big bird
I guess.
syndrome.
I'm trying to figure out ways to get them together so we can have them both out at the same time and not have to worry about them.
Do they have to be on the same perch?
No, but as it is, if we do have them out together, you know, she's got one, I've got one. We're kind of in separate rooms, but
is the sun conure flighted?
She does fly. She's clipped, but she flies.
Okay. When you have that sort of mixture, you've got a large bird and a little bird, you need to play safe. But the little one keeps flighted, so she has a path to get away, because it only takes one time. Yeah. But hang on, but the little one is more likely to do the damage to the big guy. But you never leave them, you know. Try feeding them together. I try to get birds that I'm trying to get them to socialize with each other, and they think they might just socialize with each other, to try and do things together. And playing is an excitable thing, and you send them over the top. But eating is a nice forum for them to be able to share and learn the manners. And in other words, I get a bowl, and whatever seed or monkey chow, wet food, or whatever, the treat, or corn, or apple, or whatever it is for the evening, and I'll put it onto the kitchen counter, and I will just literally monitor them. I'll put one there and one there, and just watch them and see if they, make it a large bowl to start with, you know, not a small one. So at least they're not having to negotiate each other's head, and see if they will eat together. Sometimes that, like I said, is a pretty good forum to try and start to get them together. But other than that, I wouldn't put them on a perch together yet. I'd start bringing them closer maybe. And you know what? They'll decide if they want to be friends or not. I find a lot of time birds, and I've got a house full of them, they choose, and they really are to their own. I have maybe two different types of relationships, two sets of birds, of different types of birds. One is an umbrella, male umbrella cockatoo. One's an orange wing Amazon. And she just follows him around and just pesters him to death on the floor. And kiss, and everywhere. She just waddles behind him. Bizarre. And then I've got another two that have decided they like each other as well, and they're not the same species. But they decided amongst all the, you know. But be safe, you know. Because the first thing that happens is toes go. If a bird's gonna get an injury from another bird, it's normally going to be toes, and breeding, it's beak. because the male will grab hold of the female's beak, and we've had some horror stories from that as well. Okay? All righties. Yeah.
I'd like to have more information about clipping the wings. What is it good for? I'm kind of against. My husband is kind of pro.
You clipping them?
Should the wing be clipped?
Should they be clipped?
My reason for that is because if he got away from the cage and he fly, he goes with the impact into the house, whatever he got
Okay.
away.
I would say,
I
have
want
to
to cut the wing, but she
Yeah.
don't want. So
I
want
would
your
have to
opinion.
say it is always wise to have a bird clipped. For its safety, having a bird in the house that is not clipped puts a tremendous amount of responsibility and work on the people in there, because you have got to have eyes in places you do not have eyes, because they can go anywhere, they can get into anything, and wires and whatever, and it's literally like having a 3-year-old in the house. But it's up to, and I would say that because there's glass pane, there's fans. It means you've got to be careful when you open your door. You can't have fans on in the house, and mirrors in the house, if they don't go to bed, are a no-no. You've got to look at all electrical cables have got to be up out the way. You can't have roach, any killing products. I mean, it's a nightmare. But I know people who have it. I would say, yeah, I would always say, clip the wings. No, doesn't get doesn't get mad. No. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, he needs to be. You need to reinforce your step training with him, because any bird will always step up off the floor, because that's the most. You're saving them from the floor. They're predators. There, you tower over them, and you're doing them a favor by picking them up. So any bird will pick up off the floor. It's a good way to start training them, because you know they're not going to bite you, and really reinforce. Good step up. And you say step up, you don't say good boy. And I forgot to tell you this earlier on, but when you're learning a behavior, say good girl, you say good step up or good behavior, because if you say good girl, good boy, you're not really teaching them what it was that they did good. So it's good step up. You can say their name afterwards, but good step up, yeah. Be really animated, because a bird that's excited will fluff up, cockatoos will flare up, and you're doing by doing that, you're actually body mannerism and saying, yeah, I'm pleased with you. It's just creative talking to birds. All right, guys, I know you, I've got to go and spend some money out there, I tell you. I haven't spent my whole bank account yet, as I normally do. Thank you so much for joining me. If you do have any further questions, I'm always contactable. I work out of Orlando, and I have got business cards for you, or come and sign up at my little desk up there. But it's been a delight. Thank you so much. And we didn't get round to you, did we? But I'll do a one-on-one with you, okay? We'll do up there. Thank you.